Gray Hollow was an ordinary town on the map, the kind people passed without stopping. It had schools, shops, families, and routines. Nothing about it suggested death. Yet beneath the soil, far below the roots of the forest, something ancient listened to every footstep above. For generations, a family lived underground. They were shaped like humans, spoke like humans, and remembered being human, but hunger had rewritten them. Flesh was not food to them, it was necessity. They called themselves the Kin. The Kin lived in tunnels carved by hand and bone. No light, no mirrors. Children learned early never to look too closely at each other. Hunger changed faces. Hunger sharpened teeth. The father, Elias, was once human. He remembered sunlight. He remembered bread. But memory weakened the body, and he burned it away. He taught his family one law. Healthy flesh keeps us alive. Weak flesh poisons us. Humans were livestock now, nothing more. At night, the Kin surfaced silently. They moved low, slow, patient. They listened to breathing through walls, counted heartbeats through floors. They never hunted loudly. Screams attracted attention. Instead, they waited for isolation, joggers, hikers, lonely drivers. When the first man vanished, the town blamed the forest. When the second vanished, they blamed crime. By the fifth, they blamed nothing at all. Fear has a way of silencing questions. The mother, Mara, prepared the meals. She cleaned the meat carefully, whispering old lullabies as if feeding infants instead of monsters. To her, this was survival, not cruelty. Their children watched and learned. The eldest obeyed without question. The middle child watched with interest. The youngest watched with doubt. "Why do they cry?" he asked once. Mara answered softly, "Because they remember being us." Food became scarce. Humans grew cautious. Streets emptied at night. Doors locked earlier. Lights stayed on. Elias felt the balance tipping. Hunger returned to the tunnels. Hunger made mistakes happen. The eldest son went hunting alone, against orders. Pride guided him instead of patience. Above ground, cameras watched, and cameras do not blink. The footage was grainy, a silhouette dragging something human-shaped into the trees. The town erupted. Police arrived. Drones buzzed overhead. The Kin felt it immediately. The earth vibrated with danger. Elias gathered the family. "We are seen," he said. "We either disappear forever or remove the eyes." The choice was made without discussion. Traps were laid across Gray Hollow. Power lines cut, roads damaged. When the blackout hit, panic followed. Humans turned on each other faster than the Kin ever could. That night, the Kin hunted openly, not screaming, not running, walking. People learned the worst truth too late. These things did not chase, they waited. Inside the old hospital, survivors barricaded themselves. Doctors, nurses, families, trapped together. Outside, shapes moved past windows. Fingers traced glass. Breathing fogged mirrors. The youngest Kin child tasted cooked human flesh for the first time. It was wrong, it was different, and it changed something inside him. The eldest son was captured, alive. Humans tied him down, demanded answers. He laughed. "You built your homes on our table," he said. "You just forgot." Before dawn, the kin attacked the hospital. Blood-covered hallways, lights flickered. Humanity collapsed into noise and terror. Fire became the final weapon. Survivors burned the forest edge. Tunnels collapsed. Screams echoed underground. Elias died protecting the children. Mara died smiling, believing the family would survive. Only one escaped into the smoke, the youngest.
Years passed. Gray Hollow was abandoned. A new town rose nearby. Children disappeared again, slowly, quietly. The youngest had grown. He remembered sunlight now, and hunger. Deep in the forest, a figure sharpened blades made of bone. He whispered the old law to himself. Healthy flesh keeps us alive. And somewhere nearby, a town slept peacefully, unaware that the kin were no longer a family. They were a beginning.
The youngest kin wandered through the remnants of Gray Hollow. Shadows clung to walls, and the silence was heavy, as if the town itself remembered the screams. Every abandoned house, every empty street whispered stories of hunger and terror. He discovered new survivors, children hiding in the old school, their eyes wide, their breaths shallow. He studied them carefully, remembering the old law. Hunger pressed against his mind. Patience, observation. Night fell faster now. The youngest stalked through the alleys, learning from past mistakes. He avoided cameras, drones, and any sign of human authority. The kin's legacy demanded perfection. He began teaching the newcomers about survival. The whispers of the tunnels became lessons, shadows became tools, silence was their weapon. Humans adapted quickly, or they perished. Months passed, the town rebuilt, unaware of the new predator. The youngest kin tested his strength, patience, and cunning. Hunger was constant. He learned to hide it beneath a human mask, a smile, a gesture. He returned to the old tunnels, preparing for the next generation. He carved new passages, reinforced old traps, and left signs for those curious enough to explore. Each trap was a lesson, each shadow a teacher. The first mistake came from a careless human. A jogger ran through the forest at night, music in his ears. The youngest kin observed from above, patient, calculating. Hunger guided his hands as he approached silently. By sunrise, Gray Hollow was quiet again. The youngest kin had grown stronger, wiser. He knew the town's rhythms, the weaknesses of its people, and the patience required for true survival. He whispered into the empty streets, a promise to the shadows. The kin never forget. We only wait. The town began to change again. More people moved into Gray Hollow, drawn by cheap houses and forgotten land. They did not know they were being studied. From rooftops, from basements, from the forest edge, the kin watched. Patterns were memorized. Who walked alone? Who locked doors? Who didn't? The youngest kin started to feel something unfamiliar, not hunger, not fear, something closer to attachment. One child from the school reminded him of his own early days, confused, scared, hiding instincts behind trembling hands. The thought disturbed him. Weakness was dangerous. One night, the tunnels echoed with movement.
Another family of the kin had arrived, drawn by the scent of feeding. Their presence was tense, territorial. Teeth were shown in the dark. Silent rules were enforced. Gray Hollow could not support uncontrolled hunger. Blood was spilled, not human. After the conflict, the youngest kin stood alone in the rain-soaked streets. Sirens wailed in the distance. Authorities had noticed the disappearances. Cameras appeared. Patrols increased. The kin adapted quickly, learning blind spots, timing, patience beyond hunger. Deep beneath the town, the youngest kin carved a new symbol into stone, an old mark of dominance and warning. Gray Hollow was claimed. Humans above slept unaware, while below, the kin prepared for a longer hunt. This was no longer survival. This was inheritance. The end.